The skincare industry is heavily saturated. There are so many companies providing the same exact product. So before you can actually start your skincare journey, you have to do a lot of research. Yes, it could be boring, I understand, and I'm sorry, but it's one thing you must do. Hey everyone, welcome back to Life of Epiphany. And today I'm going to be sharing 7 things to consider before starting your skincare journey. Let's go. One, your skin type. Before you can even endeavor to start looking at skincare products, or for you to even start any skincare routine, you have to first understand what skin type you have. It's essential because many of the products we have in the market are formulated specifically for different skin type and also different skin concerns as well. Now we have 4 major skin types. We have the oily skin, the combination skin, which is a combination of dry and oily. We have the dry skin, and we have normal skin. Now, it's very simple for you to check, but I would suggest you try at night. Now, at the evening, before you go to sleep, just wash your face. You have to wash your face for 60 seconds in order for you to be sure that you've completely and thoroughly cleansed your face without over cleaning, but also making sure you've taken out all the dirt. So you can count from 1 to 60. That is what I like to do when I'm washing. I count from 1 to 60 in my head, and then when I'm done, I know I'm done washing my face. Now, once you're done washing your face, you could air dry. Personally, I prefer to air dry my skin before I go to bed. Or you can use paper towel. If you have a clean towel, you can also use that as well. Then you go to sleep just as usual. Don't apply anything on your face. Make sure your face is bare. When you wake up the next morning, the first thing you should do is take a mirror and look at your face. I do this every single morning, and people would often call me vain, but it doesn't matter. It's my skin. In order for me to understand how my skin has changed or how it feels, I need to see it. So in the morning, when you wake up and you take a look at your skin, looking at the mirror, you would notice certain things. If your skin is oily, it would seem as if you woke up sweating. Your skin would feel wet. Everywhere would be shining. You could literally fry eggs with the oil on your face, just like mine. If your skin is dry, it's going to feel super tight and possibly ashy, almost like you never know during Hamatan, right? When you wash your body or you have your bath without applying lotion on your body, you know how ashy it looks, super white. Your face will tend to look that way. That means your skin is very dry. Now, if your skin is combination, the T-zone is almost like you're doing the sign of the cross. So you should understand this is the T-zone. Now, you would notice that other areas are dry or normal, but your T-zone is wet, it's oily. So that means you have combination skin, combination of normal or oily or normal and dry. And then last is normal. These are the OG bodies. They are very lucky. Now your skin doesn't feel dry, it doesn't feel oily, it just feels normal. You can actually go the entire day without applying lotion and it doesn't seem like it. So that is how you can actually check your skin type. Now, you should also understand that your skin type tends to change. It happens, especially due to hormones. I used to have dry skin, now I have oily. I don't even know how that happened. I'm trying to still understand how my body works. But you should know that it tends to happen. It's something that will happen. So now I have super oily face. I could literally fry eggs with the oil on my face, but it's okay. We can still do this. We can still work with this. Now, the second thing you have to consider, number 2, is your skin concern or problems. Now, you cannot start a skincare journey and use the same product someone else is using. Now, if you have hyperpigmentation or you have eczema, these are skin problems, or you have seborrheic dermatitis or you have contact dermatitis, you have sensitive skin, there's several types of skin concern and problems out there. You have to go for products that are formulated specifically suited for your skin problem. You have to do some research. Might be boring, I understand, but there are so many websites you can check that will break down the ingredients and break down the processes simpler for you. I'm also here to assist you as well. So number 3 things you should actually consider is affordability. 1, 2, 3. Is it affordable? Can you afford to buy it again the second time? Can you repurchase the same product? When I first started my skincare routine about 2 years ago, I had no prior idea. I only knew what I was doing for my skin was not suited, so I wanted to try something different. And that was when the skincare industry was like, it was raving. Everyone was talking about trying a skincare routine. I was interested, but I never did any research. I just delved right into it. I went on TikTok, I saw some people advertising certain products, and I just immediately decided I needed to get this product, which is weird. Because you cannot buy something just because someone else is using it and is working for them. Your skin is different. And also, I was buying products I could not afford to buy the second time. So when I buy something, I use it, maybe I'm able to stretch it into a couple of months, and then it finishes. I'm worried, how do I get this? You can get the same value you would get from one product in another. That's the beauty of having so many brands selling the same thing. So before you can start your skin care journey, you have to do a little research on what product will give you the same effect as the one that is high priced. Okay? Because at the end of the day, you want to start a routine and stick to it instead of starting and stop. The fourth thing you also have to consider is your skin sensitive? How you can actually tell this? Do you burn easily under the sun? When you use some facial wash to wash your face, does it sting? When you use some products that everybody else seems to be using and is working for them, does it sting you? I have a sensitive skin, and how I was able to tell is when I use milder face wash or cleansers, I have no problem. But when I start using facial washes or cleansers that has a little bit of actives in them, like salicylic acid or maybe benzoyl peroxide, I tend to sting on areas like my jawline, my forehead, or even my cheeks, especially this area. For some weird reason, it tends to flare up. I start feeling terrible pains that would last the entire night. So when I first moved into Abuja, because I reside in Abuja, I was having other problems. Your skin also can become sensitive due to the environment that you're in. So when I first moved here, when I said having rash breakout from head to toe, I had no idea. When I went to see a dermatologist, I was told I was likely reacting due to change of environment. So your environment could also affect your skin. It could make it sensitized to the environment or to the product you're using. When you are having sensitive reaction, when you're being sensitive to products that you're using, or your skin is sensitized due to environmental factors, you have to take a break from whatever product you're using. Just take a very big break, maybe 1 to 2 weeks, and start using milder products that would not tend to have products that don't have any active, that would not tend to break you out or tend to sting you. That is how you can actually heal your skin, because most likely the reason why you're having stings on your face, the reason why you are having all of those sensitivities, because you've broken your skin barrier. It's something I'm going to talk about some other time, how to heal your skin barrier. So when you're having skin barrier broken or your skin barrier is damaged, the only way you can actually heal it is when you start using milder products, allow your skin to breathe, and just learn. Sometimes whenever you're using a product, you would sense it. You would know when your skin is accepting that particular product, and that is the only time you would know if you need to continue or you need to stop. Number five thing that you have to consider, very important, is your lifestyle or your hygiene. Very important. Now, if you smoke, I have nothing against smoking, but if you smoke and you want to start a skin journey or skincare journey, you have to understand that those things affect your journey. Because I know smoking, for one, ages the skin. So if you're trying to use products that will provide you with anti-aging benefits, it's almost like you're defying the purpose of using those products, and you're ending up wasting so much money. You have to change your lifestyle habits. If you know you don't wash your bed sheets, I'm going to hanker on this particular topic. When I first moved into my apartment, I only had about 2 bed sheets. I was switching them at least once a week, but now I switch my bed sheet at least twice every week. Now I know it seems like a lot, but bed sheets are usually lightweight. So even if you wash it in the morning, by evening time, your bed sheets will tend to dry. It's very important to do this, because when you carry your hair, like I'm a woman, right? I braid my hair, or maybe I have on braids, right? Now, I tend to carry my braids for about 3 weeks. That's what I do. I don't wash my braids in between. I carry it for the entire duration of the time I intend to keep it, and then take it out, and then I wash my hair. So all those periods or all those times that I have it on, it has definitely harbored bacteria or harbored dirt. Now, if you're going to sleep and you carry the same hair and put on your pillow, on your pillowcase, you tend to transfer the dirt from your hair onto the pillow, and then your face, your skin, you would tend to react. You start having breakouts on areas like your face usually gets in contact with your pillow, like your chin, your forehead, may possibly even your body. In my case, I usually get reactions on my body. So I also would advise that you wear bonnet. Now, if you are keeping low cut, you possibly might not need to wear a bonnet to sleep, because you tend to wash your hair every time you have your bath. But if you're a man, you're a woman, or whatever you identify as, and you have hair, long hair, or you have hair that you don't wash every single day, please invest in getting a hair bonnet. It's very important. It's also very cheap. It will go a long way towards protecting you and making your skincare journey. The number six thing to consider when you need to start your skincare journey is the ingredients. Now, this should have initially been my number five reason, but here's the reason why I think it's very important. When I first started my skincare journey 2 years ago, I had no idea. I did no research. I just went online. I saw influencers influencing specific product and telling me, oh, at this age, I need to start using retinol in my skincare routine. At this age, I need to start using vitamin C. I immediately hopped on the trend. Also, I had no idea that you need to understand that your skin is suited to specific actives. Your skin is also suited to specific percentages of those actives. So when I see someone advertise a product that has 20% vitamin C, for example, I hopped on that trend and I went to get it. Here is the problem with that. Eventually, I started to break out because I have sensitive skin. Even if you don't initially have sensitive skin, it doesn't take away the fact that a product that someone can use does not necessarily have to work for you. It ends up breaking you out and defies the purpose of you even starting your skincare journey. So what you need to understand is, just because someone is influencing products like retinol, like vitamin C, like niacinamide, it doesn't mean you actually need it. The three things you need in your skincare is your cleanser, your facial wash, your moisturizer to moisturize your skin. It doesn't matter if you have oily or dry skin or normal skin or even combination skin, you need to moisturize your skin. And at the end, you have to protect your skin, which is by using sunscreen, right? Those are the three basic things that you need. Every other thing is just extra or additional added value. So if you can afford to buy or stick to these three things, must wash your face, moisturize your face, protect your face, that is basically all you need. When you have skin problems or skin concerns, like you need to lighten hyperpigmented areas, then you can then focus on buying products that are suited to help you with those problems. But just because you see an influencer influencing a particular brand or a particular product, it doesn't mean you have to jump and buy those things. Now, I am sensitive to vitamin C and I had no idea because I've been using vitamin C way before I even started my skincare journey. But when I saw someone advertise a particular product, I'm not going to mention the brand name, I immediately hopped on that trend. It was 20% vitamin C. Every single time I use this product, I would sting all over my face, and it will last about 30 minutes before I even get comfort on my skin. And I was worried, I was concerned, like, what's going on? Now, I did a little research, not to the best of my knowledge back then, but I did some research and I saw where people said, well, if you're having stinging, it means it's working. No, if your face is stinging when you're using your product, it means it's not accepting that product. You don't need to continue using that product. You can discontinue. Here's the thing about testing out ingredients or doing patch tests I don't really like. When you buy products, they will tell you to do a patch test. People expect that you buy a product that's this size, as large as this. You spend thousands of money on this, and then you do a patch test and it doesn't work and they expect you to discontinue use immediately. I don't think that's fair. I think every skincare industry should start selling out samples, because I know if I say give out free samples before someone buy, possibly it's not be good for business. So why don't you just sell like very tiny samples before anyone can actually buy your product? Stock all of these samples. You could go for maybe 1,000 or 2,000 naira. It's easier for you to lose that amount of money versus losing money like from 20,000 upwards. So if you buy something that's very tiny, long enough for you to use for at least 1 week, if you try it, if it works, then you can buy it. Because honestly, it doesn't make sense for you to buy something worth 30,000 and everyone expects that just because it doesn't work, you should discontinue. Anyway, you can actually repurpose using those products. If it doesn't work on your face, you can repurpose it for your body, but still it's a loss. And I've had many experiences like that, and it really, really made me sad. And that is to me wasting money. And honestly, your skincare journey should not be a wasteful journey. That's the reason why for everything I'm going to be sharing here about tips on how to level up, on tips on how to start or do your skincare routine or things to look out for, I would always hanker on affordability. affordability. I don't want you to invest in something that you would not be able to continue using. I want you to invest in something that you can use for a lifetime without bothering your pocket, without feeling or having to complain about wasting money or losing money. Because these things happen. I've bought so many products I ended up not using. Sometimes I would give them out to people or give them out to my sisters. More often times, I would repurpose those things that were meant to my face initially for my body. Just because I was able to repurpose it doesn't mean I'm still not mad about wasting that product, because I already have a body lotion, so I don't really need to use the things on my face for my body. But I have to use it at the end of the day, so I don't waste those products. Now, the last thing, I think this is the most important thing for me. Do not follow trends. I think I mentioned this when I talked about ingredients. You go online, you see people influencing products, and then you think, oh, I need that product. Have you ever thought to yourself, how when you see some people, some influencers, they are influencing a particular brand, and then a year later they're influencing another. I was also a victim. Honestly, my skincare journey has been a hassle. There was this particular influencer many years ago when I was in my youth service. She was glowing, she was perfect, like her skin was popping, and she was advertising this particular skin brand. It's an organic brand here in Nigeria. Yes, I have tried organic. Do I currently do it? No. But do I think that there are great organic brands in Nigeria still? Yes, I do. I still patronize some of these brands that are organic, yet they don't use chemicals that would disturb or affect your skin. Let's talk about the fact that I was easily influenced. I am very easily influenced. Sometimes when I go on social media, I go with the sign of the cross, so I do not see things that I don't need. But then I'm influenced to think I actually need those things. I end up buying those things and wasting money. So she was looking so good. And I thought to myself, I needed that product. I got it for the first time. It worked. When I got it the second time, I started having complications. Now I was wondering why am I having complications with this product when she's looking good? Then a couple of weeks after, I noticed she was influencing for another brand. And then it dawned on me, this is a business strategy for these people. It is how they make money. And it's not bad, because as an influencer, you will do what you know how to do best, which is influence. But just because you see these people advertising products doesn't mean you should jump on trends. It's their business. It took having to have my skin ruined before I could actually even understand that these people are influencing and I don't need to jump on trends. It really broke my heart because I ended up having green veins. Now, I know it sounds weird, but I've always had green veins. Despite the fact that I'm a dark skinned woman, but I've always had it. But then they become so visible, anyone that saw me would think, this girl is bleaching her skin. Now, maybe if someone else had used those products, they wouldn't have any problem. But because I jumped in without doing some research, understanding if this is something that would be well suited for my skin, I had a lot of complications. I had to spend even more money treating. So please do not jump on trends. It's very essential that before you start anything, it doesn't even have to be skincare, anything at all, even what you put in your mouth, what you eat, you have to first of all do some research, understand if it works for you before you can start using it. Okay. So another thing I want to say is that if you have a skin routine that works for you, you I know right now there's a lot of skin routines out there. People tell you don't use sponge on your face, don't use the same towel you use on your body on your face, which is something I also apply to my everyday life. I would never suggest that anyone use their body towel on their face, although I was guilty of doing this way back before I knew better. But I've noticed that there are some people that do things like this, but their skin still glows. Now, I would also not advise them to do otherwise, because sometimes, when you break pattern, you break out. If you're already using a skin body lotion, or you're using a facial cream that works for you, please stick to that thing. It might sound like, oh, I'm not doing what everyone else is doing. Oh, I need to do better. No, are you sure? Because most times when you end up switching up those products your skin is already used to, you break out. Even though eventually down the line your skin would become better, would you be willing to take that risk? Is it something you're willing to take? Because I had normal skin, my skin had no problems. But when I started retinol, I said pregnant, I had to stop. Maybe eventually I would jump back on the retinol wagon. But at this moment, I'm taking a break. I have some breakouts on my forehead and my cheek region, but you can't see it now because I have on this wig. But this was because of retinol. Everyone is telling me I need retinol. I'm in my late 20s. I need retinol. It's going to help with anti-aging, help with renewal of skin, which is great. But then the process is really shaky and I'm not mentally ready for that journey. So I had to put it to a stop. So before you jump on trends, before you get any product for yourself, you also have to consider the fact that switching your normal skin routine or skincare routine that your skin is already used to, switching it to something else could cause your face or your skin to break. If you are ready to take that risk, then by all means jump on it. But if you're not, then maybe you should take a breather and understand if you are or if you should. And then that's basically it. Keep your hygiene good, do your research, love your skin. It took me, I think, oh my god, that would be a story for another time. But it took me years to love the skin and the complexion that I come with. Now here is the thing. You should not try to change something that you were originally born with. Now, if you have birthmark, I have several birthmarks on my body, and I know there were times where I felt insecure about these things, and I tried to use products to make it better. But at the end of the day, these things actually make those things worse. They always end up making the situations worse. Even if we try our best, sometimes it just doesn't work out. You should learn to love yourself, love the skin that you come in, because there would be no one else in this world that would share the exact uniqueness that you come with. So if you have birthmarks, you have, I don't know, it could be anything. I would never refer to any parts of my body as a defect. They are your special uniqueness. So you should learn to love them. And then once you do, you would only then seek to use things or do things to your body that would make you even better, but never make yourself feel bad. So do not follow trends. Learn to love yourself. Learn to also do research before you start using any skin product. That's it. So if you like all I said, you really enjoyed my video, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. This is Life of Epiphany. This channel is focused on lifestyle, self-care, and tips. We also have so many stories. I have a billion stories that I can already share with all of you. Thank you so much for all of your support and your